Hi, everybody. It's Ms.Salazar, and welcome to Health Class. So, today we're going to talk about a new topic. It's about staying safe at school, at your home, and just staying safe inside of your house. Now, it's important for you to know that there is something called a safety rule. So, a safety rule is a rule that keeps you from getting hurt, it's going to keep you safe. Now, looking at this picture, what do you notice? It says, "What are ways you stay safe?" This is a poster page that you guys have in your workbook. It's page 24 and 25. Now, looking at this picture, what are three things that you notice that they're doing that keeps them safe? So the first thing I notice is that this kid that's riding the bike, he's wearing a helmet. So that keeps him safe from falling, right? Well, he can still fall, but he's not going to hit his head really hard because he has a helmet. So the helmet is going to help keep his head safe. Another thing I notice is that these two people are crossing the road, but they are using a crosswalk. So this is called a crosswalk. You see? Crosswalk. So this is used when you are going to cross the road from one side to another, and that keeps you safe because cars can see you. Another thing I notice is that just by looking at this car, I see that the people inside are wearing seatbelts. That's another thing that you can do to keep you safe. Let's see what else. The kids over here, they're walking on what? What is this called? This is called a sidewalk. This is the road, and this is the sidewalk, and this is the crosswalk. So the crosswalk is used again when you're going to cross the road from one side to another, which is what they are doing. And then you use the sidewalk when you're going to either just walk or run up and down next to the road. So the kids are using the sidewalk, and that's another way to keep them safe. Now, the thing is that not everybody knows how to drive. Some people, they really don't know how to drive. They drive super fast, they don't listen to traffic lights, they drive kind of crazy. So, just by staying on the sidewalk, it keeps you safe. Now let's see. What can you do to stay safe, right? So you can follow safety rules. And like I said, safety rules are rules that keep you from getting hurt. They help you stay safe, they protect you and your friends. So, what safety rules do you follow in your classroom? Now, right now, we're not in school, we're not in the classroom. But for example, if we were in the classroom, one of the rules would be to not run, to walk, because if you run, you can trip and fall and then you can hurt your teeth. Or you can accidentally push someone else and then they can get really hurt. So that's one rule that we would follow in the classroom. Now, look at this picture. It says listening during a fire drill is one safety rule. So, also, here in Puerto Rico, we do earthquake drills just in case, there's an earthquake. So, when there is an earthquake, it's important for you to pay attention and to listen because if an actual earthquake happens, you know what to do. And sometimes, because you're just so scared and nervous, you could forget, and that's normal, that's fine. But if you look at the teacher will tell you what to do. So, those are called safety rules. Now, let's see. Here we have some examples of school safety rules. It says walk in the halls, don't run. Exactly, which is the rule that we would have in the classroom. Tell a teacher about spills or breaks. So if you spill some juice on the floor or if you drop something and it breaks, you tell a teacher so that she can clean it up. Let's see. Keep things off the classroom floor. Exactly. So even sheets of paper, pencils, scissors, like all of those things can make a person fall, especially if you're running. Now listen to your teacher during drills. Earthquake drills, super important. You have to listen, you have to pay attention. Now, home safety rules. So what do you do to stay safe inside of your house? So mop up spills. So a spill, let's say that you're drinking some water and you accidentally spill a little bit of water on the floor. That can make you or a family member slip and fall. So, immediately, once you have a spill, you have to mop it up. Use a bath mat when you take a bath. Now, bathtubs, they can be very, very slippery, right? So, it's important for you to use a bath mat inside of your bathtub. Now, a bath mat is like a rubber. It's like a rubber mat and it's going to keep you from falling. Now let's see. Ask an adult if you need to reach something that is high up. So if you're looking for some plates or some cups and you can't reach it because it's too high up in the cabinet, then tell a parent or tell someone that's taller than you so that they can help you. Let's see. Put toys away so people won't trip. Exactly. So anything that's on the floor, trust me, it can make you trip and fall. It happens. Now, this is an example of an unsafe place. We have two different unsafe places. Now, it could be dark or not. It doesn't really matter. Just by looking at this picture, it's dark, it's lonely, it looks kind of sketchy, it looks kind of dangerous. So, this is definitely an unsafe place and there's no one around to help you. So, this is definitely an unsafe place. And look at this picture. It's beautiful. It could be in the day, it could be in the afternoon, but it can still be unsafe because there is no one around. So something could happen to you if let's say that you're walking and you meet a stranger and something happens. There's nobody around to help you, so it's still unsafe. It doesn't really matter if it's dark or not outside. If you don't have people around you, then it can still be unsafe. Okay, so this is an example of a safe place. So let's see, we have people in the ice rink and we also have people up here. So it's safe because you have people around you. This is definitely a lot safer than the other pictures that I showed you. Remember, if you have people around you, it's going to be a lot safer. Now, rules to staying safe outside. So we have stay near other people, don't cross the road when cars have a green or yellow light. So again, when you're crossing the road, don't cross the road when cars have a green light or even when they have a yellow light because like I said, not everybody knows how to drive. People are crazy and they don't follow traffic lights. So, when it's a yellow light, cars are supposed to use their brakes because they know that a red light is going to come up soon and they need to stop. Now, some people, they run a yellow light, they run a red light, and you could get hurt if you're walking the road when that happens. So, you have to be careful with that. And also, just because a traffic light is red doesn't mean that you're supposed to cross the road right away. You should always look both ways before crossing the road because, like I said, some people are crazy and they're going to run a red light. So that's why you have to be careful. So wait until cars have a red light, and then right before you cross the road, you look both ways and then you cross. And when you cross, you have to use the crosswalk. You have to use this. And when you're walking, use the sidewalk. So you're crossing from one side of the road to another and you use the crosswalk and then you stay on the sidewalk. Okay? Another thing, keep your distance from strangers. Okay? Keep your distance from strangers. And also, you guys have a video of this in LMS. I'm going to show you. Another thing, walk, don't run because you can trip and fall. Okay, so rules to staying safe inside. So inside your house. For number one, ask for help if something is up high and you can't reach it. Number two, never, ever, ever, like never run with pointy things like knives or scissors or even pencils, really. Number three, keep hair dryers and cables away from falling in the water. So this is a hair dryer. So if you're in the bathroom and let's say that you're either going to take a shower or even if you're going to like wash your hands, you should always stay safe by making sure that you have no cables near the water and no hair dryers near the water because if those things are like plugged to the outlet, if those things are plugged and they fall in the water and you are touching the water, you will get electrocuted. So you have to, pay attention to those things and make sure that you don't have any cables or hair dryers near the water. Number four, do not touch items in the medicine cabinet. So, if you're feeling unwell, if you're feeling dizzy, sick, if you have a headache, tell your parents and let them choose the medicine from the medicine cabinet. Okay, unless they tell you to pick up a red bottle, for example, then you can do that. But you never, ever, ever take anything. You never drink anything. Okay, on your own. You have to give that to your parent or your grandmother or your grandfather you give that to someone older than you so that they can check and then you can take it, you know? Never ever like go to a medicine cabinet and choose something for yourself and like just drink it. It's not safe. Number 5, pick up things in the floor that could make you fall. Again. Now, this is the video that I was talking about stranger safety. The thing is that not all strangers are mean, not all strangers are bad people, right? But you don't know them. You don't know their intentions. So that's why you have to, keep your distance, try to stay away. If they talk to you, then that's fine, but like don't go where they tell you to go. That's why you have to pay attention to those things and try to stay near other people, stay near your parents or your grandparents, or just an adult, really. So this is a video that you guys have in LMS, and I'm going to quickly show you your assessment. It's going to be page 51 and page 52 from the workbook. You have until February 7th to turn this in. You're going to turn this into LMS and PDF, and it's worth 10 points. So on page 51, it says, write an S under all the pictures that show safety. So you're going to look at the pictures. If they show safety, then you write an S under the picture. Let's see. It also says make an X over the pictures that do not show safety. So after you do that, after you write the S of the pictures that show safety, you're going to look at the pictures again and you're going to see which picture does not show safety. And then you're going to make a big X on it. That's what you're going to do on page 51. So let's see. What should you do? This is page 52. So on page 52, you're going to read the sentence, you're going to read the question, and then you're going to answer the question choosing either the first choice or the second choice. So let's see. Let's do number 4, for example. Let's see. It says you see a pot of soup cooking on the stove. What should you do to stay safe? Do not touch the pot or the stove. Move the pot off the stove. So what would you do? If you see a pot of soup cooking on the stove, what would you do to stay safe? Are you going to touch it? Are you going to move it? Or are you not going to touch it? You're not supposed to touch it because it's hot. So the correct answer would be do not touch the pot or stove. This is what's going to keep you safe. The first one. And then you're going to do the same thing with the rest. Okay? Let's do an example for the first page. An example for 51. Write an S under the pictures that show safety. So I see the first picture and the kids are making a line to play on the playground. Let's see. Do you think this is safe? Yes or no? Yeah, it's safe. They're making a line. They're not like pushing each other. They're making a line. So this is definitely safe. So that is what you are going to do. If you guys have any questions whatsoever concerning the assessments, then let me know. Bye, everybody.